Taurus, this is Tina with 85th House Vibrations, the 8-5 vibe, and this just in. This is where we get all up in other folks' business when it comes to love and relationships, but we get in the business with the intention of hopefully providing insight that is useful and loving. I want to say I'm sorry. Emily K over in the Gemini video pointed out that I missed Taurus. This is just in. And Emily K, if you are watching, thank you for pointing that out. So I want to apologize to you guys first. The other thing is, of course, I got to let you know that this is a general reading and it will not resonate with everyone. Also, that this reading is going to be true for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. If you want to pull together a more complete picture of what the month of January might look like for you, you can take a look at your Moon or Rising sign if you happen to know what that is. Also, if depending on how deep you are into these things, check out your Venus sign. And Taurus, you're ruled by Venus, so I think Venus is really important, even extra important for you and Libra when it comes to matters of love, considering that that is the ruling planet for both of you. How was your holiday? I hope everybody had a good one, got some good food, and hung around some family. Just whatever it is that makes Taurus feel good. I hope you guys got to do that. I think there was something else I wanted to tell you guys, but I can't think of it right now. So I guess we should go ahead and get started. Taurus, let's see what's going on for you in matters of love this month. Okay. First, we have got the Lover's card. Upright. How appropriate for a love reading. The Lover's card. And it's a beautiful card, and these people look like they are in love. And what can I say about that, Taurus? Other than it is what it is. This is a love reading. We've pulled the Lover's card. So as of right now, that is saying to me that there's definitely something going on in matters of relationship with you. And since in this deck, these people look like lovers, because the Lover's card can be about close personal relationships that don't have to be with a romantic partner. But in this deck, you know, this is certainly I'm sorry. This is certainly a romantic couple. This is, you know, a couple that loves each other in that way. Now, the one thing I do want to point out is, even though this appears to be a male and a female, this reading is also going to be true for same-sex couples. So let's point out the fact that the Lover's card is a major arcana. So in matters of love, this is a big deal for you this month. I'm sorry. The Lover's card is ruled by Gemini. And as I make this video, the moon is in Gemini. And Mercury, the ruling planet of Gemini, has moved forward. So I'm feeling like some of you Taurus, or some of you Tauruses, I don't know what the right word is for multiple Taurus. I just don't. I've been trying to figure it out. Maybe I should look it up. Anyway, for you Taurines or you Tauruses, I feel like with Mercury going direct today, which is the ruling planet of Gemini, like I said, and this card being ruled by Gemini, I kind of feel like that somebody may be confessing some strong feelings to somebody else. Either that's going to be you going ahead and moving forward with your expression of admiration, like, and or love for somebody, or that's going to be happening for you. I feel like for some of you, Taurus, this is somebody that you've known a while, and now in the month of January, there's maybe some talk of some feelings that the other or even the both of you didn't know about. And I'm kind of feeling like there's going to be really an even exchange of shared feelings of that type of communication. I'm feeling like just based on this card, we haven't pulled the other cards yet, but I'm kind of feeling like wherever you're coming from, they are coming from as well. That's what I'm getting so far. And with this card, you know, if you look back there, and this is kind of blurry because this is a very whimsical deck, and I think somebody in the Sagittarius said, the closer I hold it, the more blurry it becomes. But if you can see that there's an angel that is on that curtain in the background, and this love looks to be blessed. There's an angel that seems to be looking over this couple and protecting them. With the red being in this, all of the major red, I feel like that there's a lot of passion, desire, lust. Let's pull the second card. We've got the Knight of Swords. So Taurus, I'm feeling like some of you are dealing with Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Doesn't have to be, but this is somebody who could certainly have those energies concentrated in their chart. This is a very mental person, somebody who probably communicates very well, and they move forward with words rather than feeling, more so than feeling. This is an all or nothing kind of person, and what I'm feeling like is this is somebody who's definitely into you. And I just feel like once the communication gets going between the two of you, the floodgates are going to open. I feel like this person has a lot to say. With this being an air card, and like I said, Mercury, the planet of air, rules Gemini. Mercury is about communication and things like that. Going direct today, I just feel like the floodgates for communication, I mean, they're just going to be burst open. There's going to be so much to say, and I really think that it's going to be a revelation of the personal feelings that you all have for each other. Even though this person generally communicates with thought and logic and words, I do feel like in the month of January, you are going to get to see glimpses of their emotion. I mean, and it may be more than a glimpse, but I feel like, Taurus, you may get to see more of the heart of this person in the month of January than you have seen. And they are going to still be leading with, they're going to still be leading with the mind. But they're going to be telling you how they feel. If this person is a person who seems cool and aloof and has a, and struggles a bit to show you, they're definitely going to tell you. And at this point, I don't see any reason to believe that this person would not be telling the truth. I think there could be some talk about, a future with the two of you. Let's pull the last card. Okay. The last card is the Nine of Wands. Reverse. See that now? Upright. This guy looks like, you know, it looks like those wands could be surrounding him. And he's holding this one wand and he looks a little battered, bruised. Well, he looks a lot battered. But, you know, he's still got support whether he realizes it or not. He is standing in a position to where he could start all over again. And I say this because I see him standing on clean earth. And that suggests to me that there's a need to start anew, you know, to start to grow things. Now, this is reversed. So, what I'm feeling like is that for some of you, even though there's going to be an expression, an exchange of feelings about each other, there may still be some things that one or the both of you passionately, you know, as far as passion and energy and desire are concerned, I feel like that there's still some sort of fear to go all the way. I feel like there's going to be an exchange. There's going to be a revelation of personal feelings. But I feel like somebody within this relationship, or maybe even the both of you, are still afraid to unleash the true level of your desire, your passion, or your energy in this particular relationship. I feel like some of you are kind of holding yourself back in a sense from completely, you know, from the conversation is there. And I feel like that this is somebody that you can certainly become this couple with. But I just feel like there is some holding back. For some of you, Taurus, there may be some things that you need to actually wrap up. I feel like, too, some of you may still be fighting with something. But you're feeling like that there's some things that you need to wrap up that are keeping you from moving forward. Now, the other thing I'm feeling like, Taurus, is that some of you Tauruses are with somebody that you love and care about, but because it's two people here, this card could certainly talk about the two of you and encompass the two of you in this one card. And this Knight of Swords could actually be a third person who is coming in trying to poke holes in the relationship. Now, this is on the flip side. Or, you know, maybe not so much on the flip side. It still could be a matter of, you know, there's going to be this exchange of this communication between you and somebody else. And but the reason that there's a holding back on starting anew is because there's a third person who is causing some trouble. Seems like there could possibly be a third person who is hell-bent on mutilating what you have with this person. And I use the word mutilation because there's a sword there and it kind of looks like he's charging You know, now on the one hand, like I said, this could be somebody that you're dealing with who is about to hit you with a flood of information in regards to how they feel. But for some of you, I feel like this is somebody who could still be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius who is charging towards the relationship, but they don't have good intent for it. They want to chop it down. If they could, they would stick a knife in the both of you, is the way that I'm feeling. And so what I feel like this is causing is for somebody within the relationship to actually hold back. I feel like there's actually a little bit of fear, and that some of you Tauruses, or the person that you are dealing with, has some fighting left to do, maybe within a previous relationship, and this is causing you or that person not to be able to bring this whole thing to an end, because there are things that still need to be done, and there's going to be and until you or them take care of these things, it's kind of like you're trapped in a previous situation or a prior situation. Okay, so let's just go ahead and pull a clarifier, because I've definitely people have really been talking about clarifiers lately, and I do it occasionally, but I was initially trying to keep these videos kind of short. I felt like people would get bored. However, people seem like they want to hear more, and I'm definitely here for you guys. So let's pull a clarifier and see what else we can find out about this situation, whether or not there's another party involved. What is keeping what's got this Nine of Wands in reverse? That's what we want to know. What got this Nine of Wands in reverse? Or you know what, or whatever the universe wants to tell us. Whatever the universe thinks we need to know. Let us find that out. All right. Let's see. Okay. The universe is telling us that despite this communication that you may eventually be having with somebody, while January is certainly the month where I think some things are going to be revealed, verbal, I think, is where it is going to remain right now. In the month of January, it turns out that in matters of love, the actual physical coming together is not yet ready to manifest itself. You don't quite get to do that this month. And I think that the reason being is because there are things that you may be dealing with, Taurus, or maybe the other person is dealing with, that has you tied up or tied into, and what I'm feeling like it's a previous relationship. Some of you Tauruses could actually be waiting on some news to come, waiting on some things, maybe some revisions and contracts or something like that that were made, that, you know, there's been some delays on you getting that information back. And I think it may have a lot to do with this Mercury that we've had in retrograde in the sign of Capricorn. So I feel like a lot of you may have been waiting on some information from some sort of authority figure, some higher ups, the government possibly. You're waiting on that, and I think that information comes to you this month. The other thing could be, in order to start this relationship, like some of you guys could be looking to get out of a previous marriage or something like that, and you're waiting for that information to come in. And until you get that information, you're kind of holding your passions back. Like, for instance, let's say some of you wanted to physically move in with a new boo that you have. You can't do that. You can't just do that just yet, because maybe you are waiting for some legal news, some details, something to come back to you. But until then, you can't wrap whatever this is that you had going on previously up, and therefore at this time you can't completely make this relationship that you're trying to start with this other person new. I mean, yeah, you can't make that completely happen just yet. Uh, yeah, I'm just feeling like there's something missing. You don't have everything that you need at this point, Taurus. I'm gonna pull one more card, especially since I left you guys out. How about that? I'm sorry. This is me saying I'm sorry. Can I make it up to you? This is me sending flowers because I messed up as a boyfriend. Or girlfriend. I was gonna leave it at boyfriend, but let me just be clear. Okay, so let me see what else the universe wants us to know about why you can't make this relationship physical right now, Taurus. What's the deal? Okay. Let's see what we got. Taurus, we got the Five of Pentacles upright, and I feel like, okay, this is a financial thing. You don't feel like you have all of the resources that you need right now in order to, maybe take care of all of the things that you have going on, to wrap it up in order to manifest this new opportunity, probably with somebody else. And this is like an organization or an institution. I almost feel like some of you are feeling like that maybe you don't have the finances. You're unable to do something different. And I'm really feeling like a lot of you Tauruses are unable to really manifest this new relationship because you are locked into something with the previous partner. And there may be some legal dealings going on with you and this previous partner. And some of you may be feeling like it's taking you to the poorhouse, or some of you just may not have all of the tools that you need to be the Taurus that you are, because a Taurus wants to provide for his family, whether that be his girlfriend, his wife, his kids, Taurus females as well, wanting to provide for their family. That, Taurus likes nice things, and Taurus is about family, and Taurus takes good care of family. So I'm kind of feeling like some of you Tauruses are reluctant to move forward with this relationship. Now, the one thing that I'm trying to figure out, and I have had some trouble trying to figure it out, I have been trying to figure out, if I hadn't mentioned this before, whether or not this was a new relationship. But I'm picking up the feeling that Taurus, this relationship that you could be possibly trying to move forward into, I'm kind of feeling like this is somebody that you've known a while. I think I may have said that earlier in the video, but if I didn't, this is what I'm feeling more than anything. Now, it may not be true for all of you. In fact, like I said, this whole thing is not going to be true for some of you. But, I'm really, really sensing that this is somebody that you've known for a while and that you do have a fondness for, and I'm sorry, guys. I'm kind of thinking about this. feel like this person is somebody that you admire or that admires you, and I just feel like that there is a very familiar kind of love between you and this person. But there may have been, you guys may not have really spoke of it before, and I really think that those things are going to come to light in a big way in the month of January. But one of you, like I said, and this is to recap, I guess, one of you or the both of you are feeling like you can't actually move forward and start that something new because you're trapped into something else, and you're not able to manifest this new opportunity, this new relationship, this physical, you know, thing that you're trying to have with somebody because there are some financial issues. And I feel like that some of you are unable to do something different because there's some sort of organization or institution that's involved. And I feel like for some of you, this institution, this organization, whatever this is, could actually be holding your finances or holding what it is that you need in order to move forward. And I feel like some of you Tauruses are waiting for some news about this situation. And until you get that, you're just kind of feeling trapped and knowing that you got to wrap these things up before you can be the person that you need to be in this relationship. Now, what I want to say is I'm feeling like even though this Ace of Pentacles is reversed, it still showed up, and this is a major arcana. So I kind of want to say, fret not, Taurus. This person isn't going anywhere. There's a union between the two of you that is deeper than just, you know, your run-of-the-mill day-to-day coming together. I feel like this is more than casual. And that's the way I see it, Taurus. So thank you guys for tuning in. Once again, I want to say I'm so sorry for leaving you guys out. Please accept my flowers, my roses and chocolates that I've so graciously sent to your job and had waiting at the receptionist desk for you. I spent too much time in corporate America before I did this. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Please follow me on Twitter at 855 EIGHT the number 5 VIBE, and I also have a little Facebook page. You can check me out over there at 85th House Vibrations. I hadn't actually gotten to really do anything with it in the past couple of days, but usually I have some daily updates about transits and sometimes just my little personal thoughts, spiritual little stuff, and the rune of the day, which I hadn't done in a few days. But you can certainly check me out over there too for a little bit more insight into 85th House Vibrations. Thanks, and I hope to see you guys again next month.